Peace and light, everybody. My name is JL. I'm the writer of What She Taught Me. And this video is really specifically for men who are in relationships, and for whatever reason, they just feel frustrated because despite their best efforts, they are unable to make their partners happy. Despite the obvious possibility of being in a wrong relationship, I want to talk to you about something that I wrote about in my book that I think a lot of men can benefit from. A woman is like a flower, and I thought about that when I was working in my garden and when I was working in my yard. So many lessons come to me from just working with nature, and I felt like I definitely had to do this video. So I want to give you a little bit of a backstory. The house that I currently live in, the house that I own, what really drew me to this house was the fact that there were flowers everywhere. I mean, the owner of the house before me, she loved planting flowers. And there's literally almost every kind of flower you can imagine that can grow in Florida. It's in my yard. Flowers I haven't even seen before. If you look behind me, you'll see pagodas back there. I had never even seen pagodas before I saw this place. And I was sold as soon as I walked around. I didn't even care what was inside of the house. I just wanted to be near the flowers that were planted. And so I bought the place and I was really excited about the place. And I just thought, everything was done. All I had to do was maintain it, right? All I had to do was protect it, and I wouldn't have to do any work in the yard whatsoever. The work was done. So for months, I didn't do anything. I let the rain soak the soil, and I just sat back and watched and enjoyed the flowers around me as I did when I first saw the place. But what happened over the months was the yard started to die. All of the plants started to get brown. The banana trees just went crazy. They just all started dying. I have banana trees everywhere, and my yard just started looking dead. All of the flowers that I loved so much were just falling apart and dying, and the whole yard just looked like a mess, right? And I just thought to myself, how could this be happening? It's raining. It's getting water, so what could be going wrong? And that is when, and I had a frustration with that, and that's when I thought, flowers are really like women, and women are really like flowers, in that they need constant care and nurturing. And I want to explain what I mean by that and how men tend to go wrong. Men, or masculine dominant beings, tend to show love in different ways than the feminine does. Feminine energy, our women, are feminine dominant beings, whether that's a woman or a man or whoever. We show love in different ways. And it's really important that we show love in our way, but it's also just as important that we give love in a way that our partners can receive, so that they can feel love. And sometimes our frustration is we're giving love the way that we give love. And we get frustrated when our partners don't feel loved, right? That frustration is there because it's like, but I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing this. And the person just doesn't feel loved. And that can be really frustrating. The problem is that you're not giving love in a way that is needed by that person. I got some examples here of some flowers. And this was really funny because I went to look for flowers to do examples of, and this one went so bad that there was no flower in it. Like, the flower has completely, it's gone. That's how bad it was treated. It's completely gone. There's no flower there. But I did find another one. This is one that I actually bought when I first moved. Well, close to the time that I first moved, and you see that this one is browning. But this was like my yard. Everything was falling apart. It was beautiful when I got it, and it just started falling apart, right? Because I wasn't taking the proper care of it. I'd throw some water on it here and there, but that's about it. And that's the thing that's kind of what we do in relationships sometimes. We give a little bit of love here and there. We do something nice here or there, and then we get surprised when this happens. Okay, so let me get to my point. Here's a flower, all right, that I actually take care of, all right. And when I say a flower or a woman is like a flower, this is what I mean. Every flower has its own way that it needs to be loved and nurtured. And that's the thing about masculine energy. Masculine energy is not necessarily a nurturing energy, it's a protecting energy. So the things that we do, the things that are natural and normal for us, have to do with protection, right? It's not about nurturing. But I can protect this flower, you know, all day long and every day. I can make sure that it's not touched by any other animals. I can make sure that, you know, that it at least gets water. I can protect it, but that's not nurturing it, right? Nurturing it is different. Nurturing is making sure that it gets the right amount of water. Nurturing is making sure that it gets water almost daily. Nurturing is making sure that it's in the right climate, that it gets the right amount of sunlight, okay? That it gets the right amount of nutrition from fertilizers. That's what nurturing is. And that's what a woman is. With a woman, you have to make sure that she's getting the right nurturing. And every woman is different. You have to know exactly what it is that your woman needs. And please excuse all the bugs here. I live in Florida. But you have to know exactly what your woman needs. You have to learn her and what her love language is. What does she need in order to feel full? And sometimes that's going to be hard for you. Sometimes it's going to be difficult because you're going to have to tap into the feminine energy of yourself in order to feel her, okay? You can protect her with your masculine energy. You can love her with your masculine energy. You can have intimacy with her with your masculine energy. However, to make her feel full, you're going to have to tap into your own feminine energy, right? You're going to have to tap into the energy that she gives you. So look at the way that she loves you. How does she gift you? How does she touch you? How does she hold you? How does she speak to you when something is wrong with you? And reciprocate that. It may not be natural for you. It may not be normal for you. It may not be something that you're used to, but it is something that you're going to have to grow to learn how to do in order to keep that connection with this person who is very valuable to you. You're going to have to learn how to tap into a part of yourself that maybe you didn't have to tap into a lot in your past relationships or in your life. And as men, a lot of times we're taught not to tap into that part of ourselves because it's just not the manly thing to do, but it is the loving thing to do. And it makes you a whole person to be able to tap into that. So intimacy, right? It's about more than, you know, Mother's Day cards and saying I love you and kisses here and there. It's about touching her the way that she touches you with your words, with your actions, with your hands, with your eyes, with your soul, with everything. And so that's why sometimes it's so frustrating for men to make, because we're always thinking about what we did to protect, and what the last thing is that we did, you know. And it just takes me back to the flowers. It's like, I just watered you 3 days ago. Yeah, but what have you done for me? Like, I need more than that, okay? And so you have to ask yourself the question, can you be the one to supply that? Is it worth it for you to try? And if it is, I would tell you to do everything in your power to do that. It's only going to make you a better person to love a woman. It's only going to make you evolve to a new level, to reach within yourself, to tap into that feminine energy, to connect and have intimacy with your partner. So I would suggest that if you're with the right person, that you give it all you got. All right, everybody, that's the video for today. Make sure that you get the book. It's at whatshetaughtmebook.com. You can also find it on iBooks, and you can find it on Kindle. The link will be below. Until next time, everybody, peace and light.